Sounds good. Sounds good. So while we wait for this to happen, I mean, I'm sure the fans would love to know a little bit about these boxers. One I would like to start with is Josh Dalton. You obviously know him more than I do. Speaking at their events, what are your thoughts on Josh?
Mad Dog Josh Dalton. Coming into this one, a lot of people peg him as the favorite to win it all. He's got a ton of tenacity, and the skill level has been off the charts. He's been fighting since the beginning of the Cryptic Boxing League, helped found the Cryptic Boxing League, and he certainly knows his way around the square circle better than most, especially when it comes into experience levels and things of that nature. And however, though, he's also trained some of these fighters that he will be fighting against. So you have that dynamic to play into it as well. Josh Mad Dog Dalton is going to be a force to be reckoned with today for sure. As with every fight that we have coming up, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out and where initially he stands, because Josh Dalton is not up against any lightweights by no means. He's got three of the most dominating boxers on the grid right now to go up against. So he's definitely got his work cut out for him. They do too, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen Josh pretty much early in his career. I think first match, and he's been coming out. He's got a power hit. Man, he's got some good uppercuts. His jabs are like cinder blocks when he hits you with them. So I'm excited to see what he can do here. I know it's a little different than some of the recent events that he's had. So it'll be cool to see how he can turn into a chameleon and, dominate with these rules now.
Absolutely. He does currently hold the CBL championship belt, and he's the only one to have done so since its inception. That was disputed as well. Like there were individuals that's there's been people trying to fight him and get it. He has not lost on a professional fight since he started, though. So definitely.
Yeah. Coming from one champion to another, when you're up on top, everybody wants to be there, so they're going to claw their way to get to there. And you will be challenged, but, my tip to Josh is take it one fight at a time, man, and you'll be okay.
Absolutely. He's up against, as I said, quite a few, three of the best boxers on the grid right now. Not too many surprises in my mind as to how. There's a few others out there that definitely could stand toe to toe with the champion, the CBL champion, but the three that made it, very, very deserved, especially by the performances that they put on in the regionals.
Yeah, I completely agree.
One, Bobby Vegas. He's had the pedigree of a digital boxer since his avatar was incepted, and he's definitely made his mark in the Vitality system. Bobby Vegas is most likely going to give a massive run for the money from Josh Dalton.
Yeah, so we call him Bobby, huh? I was always
I call him Bobby. Okay, here's the thing. He hates it. He's actually told me, I don't like it when you do that. And I say, you know what, Bobby? It's a lot cooler. It sounds a lot cooler. We're going with Bobby Vegas. I'll call you Robert in the ring, but it's Bobby Vegas.
That is funny stuff. I like him. He's good, man. He's had a lot of potential, and I've seen him work his way up through the ranks, and he had a big jump. One of the big matches that we're actually about to get started with shortly is we're going to start with the women first. So I want to talk about Remington and Tawny. You know, they've been in Vitality for pretty much since day one. You know, Remington is the current gold medalist actually from last season. So she's back in it now. But we also have, you know, Lori's a gold medalist, and then you got Tawny over here. That's the first match. In my eyes, I don't know who's going to win this one. Remington is currently undefeated under professional and amateur. Tawny's basically right under her. I think she may have one loss. I'm not even sure if she has a loss. So this is going to be a very impactful fight right here.
Most definitely. Remington Nova Reese and Tawny Rankin. I saw Tawny at the pit not too long ago take out some big, heavy fighters and win the whole thing. It was a great tournament to watch. It has been a minute though, and I haven't actually seen, other than the regionals, Tawny go toe to toe with too many. Remington Nova Reese, as you stated, straight out of the Vitality headquarters, knows her way around the system and knows her way through these tournaments as well. That one you cannot call. You just cannot. They are both incredibly good fighters throughout the women's division, for sure.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think I'm going to have to, you know, after the games, one of these weeks, I might have to go over there and have a little spar session with them.
You might just regret that by the time the bell rings, for sure.
Oh, I plan on to.
There's a reason I don't have a HUD, Titus.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'm going to check in and see how close we are to get started. And give me 1 second, all. All right, looks like almost set. Just want to remind everybody as well. We've got some, you know, obviously everybody's going to be battling for these medals. Obviously, gold is first, silver second, bronze in third. This will be for basically the best on the grid in amateur for another 6 months. I just want to give a shout out also to Studio One. Looks like the gold medalists will be getting iPad as well, iPad Pro. So another another thing from sponsors, all. And looks like we're gonna get started here about now. Okay, everybody, we're gonna start here now. We're set to go. Remington versus Tawny, first match. Let's go ahead and get them out here.
And as they come walking out, like we stated, there's no way we can call this one. Not until the final bell rings. I have an anticipation that it's going to be very close all the way through. They both fought each other several times. They both know each other fairly well, and this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. You were right about everything on that, man. It's they're friends. They obviously know each other very well. They've been from, they've sparred together, came from the top together. There it is, Remington right there, showing who she is. Gold medalist, coming back to defend it. I love it.
And each fighter today has earned their spot in this tournament. They've all gone through the regionals over the last couple of months, and earn their way up the ladder to have a spot to fight for these medals today. So these weren't cards that were just assigned, by no means.
All right, and here comes Tani making her way down. Tani's another amazing boxer. I've seen her as well. I think I've only seen her win. So
yeah.
And she makes her mark for sure. Her skill level is off the charts, and her timing, her patience, it's very good. Will say she's also a great Texas Hold'em player as well.
Another tournament that I didn't fare so well in. Man, I was the chip leader there for a little bit. It just didn't go my way.
That was a great night for sure. You guys did really well. Much better than me. Okay. So we got both signed in. Ladies, amateur rules. Obviously, make sure your HUD is good. Make sure you can punch. Make sure your stamina is up and ready to go. When you are, go ahead and check that box. And we'll get started here with the first round of the first match on the women's medal board.
Both fighters checking their HUDs, making sure everything is in order before the fight begins. Are signed into the board.
Okay, sorry for the delay. Ladies, go ahead and just take a seat real quick. We'll get started here in about 3 minutes. I guess we're just doing one last thing, making sure everything's 100% A-okay. I prefer that, and we'll be ready to go here. So while we wait, I guess we just go over, obviously some more of these boxers here. People obviously want to know the background on them. Next up, want to talk about Lewis. I've seen Lewis do some great things through his start of his career so far. I know I think he had a loss early on, but man, that guy's been on a good winning streak for a bit. He got a title fight. Now he's in the games. What do you know about Lewis?
Lewis Godfeller, he's been around about as long as Mad Dog Dalton, especially throughout the CBM Cryptic League. They founded it. Lewis Godfeller, as you stated, he came out with his very first match. The nurse kicked in, did not win it. That is going to be a shadow that he has had an impossible time getting out from under as long as people can remember it. However, I can tell you that he has redeemed himself tenfold. Lewis Godfeller is dangerous, extremely dangerous in the ring. He is the current head trainer over there, and he's bringing people up into the system, much like Josh Dalton did in the early going of it. The title fight was up against Josh Dalton, and these are two individuals that are matched very closely as they have sparred with each other and trained with each other throughout. Lewis Godfeller is going to put on a show for everybody today. I really can almost guarantee it. He's absolutely a fantastic fighter to watch, and he knows the methodology, and he knows the skill sets of the individuals he's fighting today, for sure.
Very good. Yeah, it's always nice to hear the background of some of these boxers. I think I know most of it, but it's good hearing from others as well, because then you get a full round perspective, and they're amazing in what they do. Next up we got Dizzy Tiptoe Kiori. She's new to this. Yeah. She's actually she won 6 medals last season.
Yes.
In the grid games.
For sure.
Yeah, and so she came in boxing to make her see if she can medal here, and man, such a short time, she's already in the Final Four. What do you think about her?
Dizzy Kiori is an athlete. Make no bones about it. I mean, Dizzy was riding horses just yesterday in jumping competitions and everything else. Dizzy is knows boxing, has been training to get up to this point, and it stands a testament. Dizzy is here at the finals and has earned that spot. So while I haven't seen her fight too terribly much, just knowing that history of how many of these competitions she's able to compete in and win and medal and place, yeah, it's gonna be good seeing her fight today for sure. Very interesting going up against some of these veterans.
Yeah, her story is short but very, very big.
Yeah.
And then we got Lori as well. Wow, Lori, such a long history in SL boxing. Many different HUDs, always competing. She's one of the ultimates. I know her story because she started before I did, but I got to train with her. She saw me from day one, and I mean, 2 of my losses are actually to her. So you can never ever count Lori out, because she'll stun you.
Most definitely, Lori Ajavita, training over at the headquarters and sparring throughout the entire grid. You almost never see her without boxing gloves on. Everybody who has been involved in digital boxing knows of Lori Sweet Cheeks Ajavita. She's a strategist. She knows her opponent before she even sets foot in the arena, and she knows exactly how she's going to attack each and individual fight, and she's able to adapt if necessary in order to earn her way up the ladder. Lori Ajavita is a fantastic female fighter for sure out of the women's division. However, I think Lori Ajavita could win in the men's division as well. Just by seeing how she attacks each individual fight, as it stated. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, you're so right about that. I mean, we've had a co-ed event. I think it was over at Lucky Punch, and she did really good there. I think Remington ended up winning that one. But, yeah, I've seen Lori. There was one tournament way back in the day. It was myself. It was the women's champ at that time and the men's champ at that time. And she just ran through us all like nothing. It was pretty amazing.
And very humble with all of those victories as well. When you get involved in this, you see the arrogance out of certain fighters and everything. I'm not calling anybody out. But yeah, Lori Ajavita, an extremely humble fighter that has had tons of success and is very well decorated. Not just throughout Vitality, but throughout every fighting system that has come through.
Yeah, I agree. And then, we got one more new person, Wolf, over events. This guy, man, he came out of nowhere. He hit me up pretty much right at the very end of registration, was like, hey, man, can I join boxing? I was like, you got 1 hour. And he's like, oh, I'll sign up right now. He came in, signed up, and, he went through. He didn't come to the first couple regionals, but then he came in, and now he's in the top 4.
It was an absolutely dominating performance by Wolf on on that last regional. I was able to catch it through the stream, and it just tore through a lot of fighters that I know have a lot of skill. It caught a lot of people by surprise. I don't know too much about Wolf other than from the sparring and that performance that we witnessed. As we go through the gyms and things, yeah, it definitely has been working, been getting ready, been preparing for the moment. That is kind of the wild card tonight. It really is. You have your veterans, you have those that are fairly newcomers that are moving up through the ladder. And then you got Wolf, who we don't know. Wolverine, we do not know exactly how he's going to fare here because that spot was earned. I believe even went back and watched the tape again just to see how. It was quite an incredible performance on that last regional by Wolverine for sure.
It truly was, and that's the beauty of the grid games, is that it's open to the whole grid. Anybody out there can register, and all of a sudden, you got somebody maybe on mainland that nobody knows nothing about, and they come out here, and all of a sudden, they're in the top amount. Like Wolf is prime example right there. Nobody knew about him. Boom, he's here. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then we look at Dizzy, who pretty much competes in almost everything and does extremely well in almost everything that you have. It really is an incredible experience, going through the grid games. It really truly is. Yesterday I was judging bodybuilding, Titus. What was I doing there? But it was interesting for sure, but we got it done.
That's so cool. Yeah, this is one of the few moments out here that we can bring all communities together and just have a good time.
For sure.
So what I'll do is I'm going to check in again, and I guess we'll see. We might actually be getting started here in a few seconds. Okay, y'all. It looks like we are going to start now. Here we go.
Absolutely, with that bell. The Grid Games Boxing finals are in play. Tani Rinkin out very early toward the center of the ring. Remington answering back, trying to get that left hand in. Few connections on that combination, and the clinch is on early.
You know, even the littlest thing with these two could be the difference maker. You know, Tani came out on fire right away, like as if she was fully warmed up. So that was really good. And now Remington, you know, just got a little work to do here.
Absolutely. Both of them trying to increase that punch count and get the upper edge right in the early going of the fight. Big combination in the center of the ring. That exchange was heated.
Yeah, that's, wow, some power punches right there. And we got Tani getting a clinch almost exactly right in the middle of the ring, trying to regain some stamina, these two. It's like Remington's trying to break free. Tani pushes her off into the ropes. Tani with some jabs. Remington blocked
And
it.
the bird call with a big left hand by Nova Reese. Tani Rinkin felt that one. Stumbled back slightly, and the chase is on.
Oh, Remington's got her in the corner over here a bit. Pushes her into the ropes, but Tani was able to get away. Very good.
Wow. What do you think? One round down.
Yeah, so we've got round one in the books. As of right now, Tani is in the lead 15-13 over Remington, but, you know, obviously this is just one round.
A very action-packed first 2 minutes of the finals.
You know, I like how Tani came out very hot, as if she's, you know, already in her 6th round. That may be a difference, I don't know, but Remington has clawed back to within 2 punches.
Round 2. Fight.
Here we go, round 2 has started. Tani trying to get some hits in. Remington was showing her moves a bit. There goes Remington with got a jab. Tani gets back, going for her gut.
Big exchange of punches there. Back and forth, each one connecting. There weren't too many blocks.
Looks like we got Tani over here trying to regain some energy.
Each one making a statement very early on. I'm here to win. You're going to have to take it from me.
We got Remington within 1 punch now. Tani's still, actually we're tied at 24.
In the event of a tie, Titus, how does that play out?
In the event of a tie, we also look at knockdowns. More than likely, we'll probably do another round, but it's very. I haven't had that happen yet, so
Okay.
I'll have to check in with the director, and I'm pretty sure we have a solution for that. But I'm sure it'd be probably just another round. Instant rematch. And there's Remington with some good body blocks. But Tani flipped it up and started going for her head. She's mixing it up. She's not stopping. She's got her
Most definitely, fists are flying, and down goes Nova Reese on one knee, looking for a way back up.
Fighters, get to your corner.
As the round ends, very exciting end to the second round as we head into the final one of the match.
So we got 2 rounds in. Tani has taking a very strong lead at 41-29 in a knockdown. So this is round 3 in about 15 seconds here, and Remington, don't count her out yet, because she'll catch you if she sees anything slip. So we're about to find out.
Absolutely. As soon as you underestimate, that's when she takes control. 1 round left. Remington Novarese is going to try and capitalize. Every opportunity, they're going to lay it all out right here.
Remington not getting a good counter shot there to the stomach. They're exchanging high and low.
Yeah, Tani on the defense.
Tani able to push Remington off. Remington was able to block 4 out of those 5. Very good. And Remington trying to get some punches in, but Tani's got some moves. Oh, she got her.
Bird call. A huge left hand once again by Novarese. We are less than a minute away from the end of the match.
"45 seconds left. Tani up 57-47.
Remington needs to be on the attack for sure. And a knockdown. Tani Rankin on one knee.
And this is where it's going to get interesting, because she does have a knockdown, but she is still down 8 in points.
Yes.
She's got 20 seconds left.
That commanding lead that Tani Rankin had has shrunk significantly throughout this match, or this round. Wow.
And that is it. Tani has moved on to the final match with a 61-53 final score.
An incredible first fight, man. That was insane.
Amazing job. Remington, Tani. Wow. What an amazing match. That was so good.
Remington almost snuck away with one there. Obviously, going into the final round, Tani had the advantage in the upper hand points wise, but Remington really deflated that count to keep it as even as it possibly could have been. That was a great fight.
Yeah, that was a great first match. You know, this is what the grid game is all about, seeing who the best on the grid is, and that was going to obviously happen for sure. So congratulations to Remington, moving on to the final medal round. And next up, we're going to have Dizzy Tiptoe Kiori, Kiko, by the way, come on out, versus Lori Altravita.
The veteran versus the newcomer.
You know, we have a similar story in the first season of the games when Lori had to face off against Lavender to win that gold medal. So, ironically, she's here again doing the same thing, a new person trying to get that medal.
But regardless of the experience that Lori Altravita is bringing to the ring right now, Dizzy Kiori, throughout whichever event she participates in, she does not lose often. Lori made her way to the ring.
All right, so we got Lori. Here she is. She won regionals in the first week over at Cryptic. Nuno, this other competitor, she was going through house in that tournament, and then Lori just put a wall up at the very end and made it in.
And it really does. I mean, it tells you how much Lori Atravita prepares for these fights, and goes in with strategy in order to win. Because Nuno Bison, as you stated, was just mopping the floor with everybody up until that point. Just could not get the advantage over Lori, who pretty much knew exactly how Nuno Bison was going to come and attack on that one. It was a very good fight all the way through.
It truly was. It truly was. And then we got Tiptoe Kiori Kiko on the other side. She's over here coming in brand new. She won in the third week again against Nuno Bison. Just outpunched her. That speed of hers it might be the fastest coming in right now. So everybody's got to watch out, because remember, this is most punches landed, and she's fast.
And that's how Dizzy Curie attacks most of these fights. As far as what I've seen, obviously, newcomer to Vitality Boxing, we haven't seen her fight too terribly much. However, she does come in and try to get that upper hand and that quickness very early on, and then holds it throughout the rest of the fight. It's going to be an interesting one to watch for sure.
Blue corner is ready.
All right, so we'll get started here in 3 seconds. Round 1, second match of the women's medal championship rounds for the Grid Games. All right, it looks like they're pacing around each other a bit. And you can just hear it in Tiptoe's punches, and she's fast.
Yeah. Very quick, bringing the attack to Lori Atravita, throws up the block very quickly as well.
And we're closing in on the first minute. We got some exchanges going on. Dizzy was able to get out of there for a little bit, but Lori got some punches in for sure.
Yeah, they're taking that professional approach where you tend to go in, get your jabs, make your connections, and then back up before that is able to be retaliated.
And both of them have an amazing blocking skill. There was some blocking, exchanges, counters, hooks, movements to the side, slips. That whole section right there in about 10 seconds was amazing. There we go. On the ropes again. Dizzy's backing up. Lori's after her, getting some body shots in, switching up to the head. Here they go. They both back off each other a little bit. We got Lori right now in the lead, 29-23, with 10 seconds left.
And there's the bird call. Dizzy Kiori felt that one, stumbling back slightly. Lori Atravita looked to capitalize on that.
Fighters, get to your corners.
All right, fighters, go ahead and take a seat. So we got one round in. Score right now, we've got Lori in the lead at 37-28. We're going to start round 2 here in a couple seconds.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, we got round 2 here. Lori's up right now by about 9 punches, but she's already got Dizzy over in the corner. Dizzy retaliates, Lori backs up.
Yeah, Lori's gonna do what she does best now. She's got the upper hand. She's got the points right now, and she's going to try and basically outmaneuver Dizzy in keeping her punch count down. So as we move into the third round, Dizzy wouldn't be able to have added to that score too terribly much.
Yeah, it looks like the pace is still staying the same. Lori's up by 10. But Dizzy's got her in the corner right now.
Yeah, it changes very quickly as well.
That score has changed a bit. Lori's now up by 4. Lori, with some great maneuvering, was able to get away from those punches that were coming in.
But Dizzy's adjusting very well, backing off when she needs to, anticipating the upcoming flurries from Atravita.
"20 seconds left in round 2. Lori up 59-55.
It's almost like one trained the other. Wow. 70-60 in favor of Lori Atravita currently as we go into the final round of the second match in the Grid Games Women's Finals. Boxing.
That's right. We've got round 3 coming up. On that one, Dizzy was able to gain a little bit more punches in that round since the first one, but she still's gotta keep pushing. She's down by 10. 2 minutes left. This is it.
Third and final round. Fight.
Here we go. Big exchange of punches up on the north side of the ring.
"30 seconds into round 3. We got some. Dizzy's picking it up a bit, getting more into these toe-to-toe exchanges with Lori. And man, Lori has just been through this gauntlet right now. Dizzy's got that insane speed, but Lori has been able to withstand it.
It's not a fun place to be when you're up close with Lori Atravita and she's got boxing gloves on, for sure. She has an uncanny way of anticipating what you are going to do and which way you are going to throw. And that's where the block goes in. And she's able to react very quickly. But taking nothing away from this performance that Dizzy Chiori is putting on right now, it is still any fighter's match, for sure.
We're closing in on about 30 seconds left. Dizzy, as you just said, has kind of made a little pushback. Got 93-86, so she's within, now she's 7 punches about.
Very close. It's going to come down to the wire. 20 seconds left in the fight, but down goes Dizzy and Chiori on one knee. Lori Hatriveda.
Lori up 102.92, 5 seconds left.
Winner by point.
Yes, and your winner, Lori Hatriveda, will be moving on. Very good fight by Dizzy Chiori. I honestly, into that third round, it was still, you couldn't, you had no idea who was going to win. That was not a dominant performance by either one. They both held their own very well. Very good fight.
Wow. So with that said, we got Lori moving on to the next round, winning 102-92 over Dizzy Chiori Kiko. So Lori will face off against Tani in that final gold medal match. So we got the next fight. Dizzy, go ahead and stay on out here.
Yeah, Lori Hatriveda, 102 points on that last three-round fight. 92 points from Dizzy Chiori. It was very action-packed.
Okay, so we're going to have Tiptoe Chiori Kiko Dizzy going up against Remington for the bronze medal. Alright, well, the fighters are getting ready to come back out. We've got bronze medal match, Tiptoe Chiori Kiko versus Remington. And then after this one, we will have the gold medal match between Lori Hatriveda versus Tani.
Blue corner is ready. Red corner is ready. Round one. Fight.
Okay. bronze medal match in women's boxing for the Grid Games is on. Out early, very early, toward the center of the ring. Big combination of punches by both fighters.
And here we go. Yep, with that bronze medal match, 30 seconds in. This is going to be a good one right here, you know. Another big, heavy match. We got Remington versus Tiptoe. Tiptoe's the new person in. She's got some crazy speed that brought her all the way through this. And, you know, she barely lost to Lori on that last one. So we'll see what happens here. And thanks to all the fans out there watching. I hope you're enjoying the show. These are very competitive fighters here. None of this is scripted. This is just straight skill.
On the attack, Nova Reese goes for it. Dizzy Chiori on one knee.
8, 9.
All the way to the 9 count. Does find a way up, though. A little shaken from that one. Nova Reese is not holding back. And Dizzy goes down again by the relentless punches of Remington Nova Reese.
Fighters, get to your corners.
Okay, one round in, and we've got Remington up 34-13 with 2 knockdowns. This is for the bronze medal match, and then the one after this will be to see who is the gold medalist this season.
And as we head into the second round, it is evident Remington wants that medal. Well, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, Remington came out very strong on this one. Dizzy, she's got speed, though, to catch up, so, you know, we'll see how she does in round 2.
She's got her work cut out for her for sure, as the pace was set early on.
All right, and here they go. Some good exchanges going on over in that corner. Dizzy with a few jabs. Remington was able to get away.
Toward the center of the ring they go once again. Toe to toe, and Nova Reese is not holding back with the jabs. Down once again for the third time, Dizzy Chiori.
It looks like she is back up. And
Your server is down. It's throwing 499 errors at us.
Okay.
hold on one sec, all. We're going to check on something real quick.
Yeah, that was 3 knockdowns.
Whatever Dizzy wants to do, I'm always down for a fight.
Okay,
If you wanna
so
go again, we'll go again.
Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to implement that TKO just because this is not the final match, and that only counted for the final match. So at this point, yes, this will be the end of it. It is TKO. Remington will get that bronze medal, so we'll stick to that rule. And that would be it. So the end of this match, Remington has won the bronze medal, and amazing job. We had a little mishap with that scoreboard, but luckily we've stuck to the rules, and the rules are the rules. So the TKO, because this is not the final match, will be in effect, and that is it.
Good job, both of you, though. That was fun to watch, for sure. That was an incredible fight.
Alright, all. So as we take a little moment break, go ahead and grab something to drink, get some energy, do what you gotta do, and we'll start here for this gold match here shortly in the women's, and then we'll get right into the men's after. So men out there, if you can hear me, get ready. Alright, all. Back here after a short little break. So we now are going to have the gold medal match. We call it that because obviously one that doesn't win the gold will get the silver. So this is the gold medal match. Gloria Trevita versus Tawny.
Both of them very experienced. Both of them are definitely different types of fighters, for sure. You saw the very first match with Tawny against Remington, and how they were both just very quickly on the attack out there. Gloria Trevita doesn't normally do that when she comes out. However, big strategist.
Yeah, I've seen, Lori's been known as very powerful, but in her recent days, it looks like she's kind of taken more of an outboxing approach. You know, her defense is absurd, obviously with so much experience, so she's using that to her advantage.
Yeah, I mean, she's still able to keep that score high, though, even with the defense on as often as it is. Tawny Rinkin knows how to get that punch count up, though, and knows how to win fights with it. It's going to be interesting to see with them going toe-to-toe like this. Certainly, they fought each other before, and each one of them knows their opponent very, very well, so...
Agreed.
I expect yet another very good fight out of these two.
Alright, so fixing up a little thing here, and then we'll get started with this final match for the... Okay, all, we are ready to go for the gold medal match in the women's for the 2025 Summer Grid Games. Let's go ahead and get Lori and Tawny out here.
Very highly anticipated. We've been waiting for this moment for a very long time for this particular match. Obviously, going through regionals over the last month or two, at all of the various venues and things, and here we are at the Hayes Crest Pavilion for the final. It's definitely. I mean, you can kind of. You can kind of feel the atmosphere in this digital environment. I mean, maybe it's just me.
No, I completely agree, man. The build-up is huge. You know, all of these fighters went through gauntlets for an entire month in different locations. You know, fighting people they've never even seen before. So they definitely, you know, worked their way up to this. And here we are, the culmination of it all for that gold medal, to be the best on the grid. And Tawny coming in from under the ropes. Entrance. Okay, ladies, you know how it goes. Please make sure your HUDs are good. Make sure you can punch. Make sure your stamina is all full and ready to go. And just to remind everybody, this is a medal match for the gold. So this is going to be 5 rounds, not 3. You cannot win by TKO in this.
And just that one rule alone would make it so you have to basically approach this fight and take it on a lot differently than you have all the way through the grid games and the regionals and everything, because up to this point, TKO has been in play.
That's absolutely right. You know, so this is going to be basically fight until you can't lift your arms anymore.
Early on with the attack, Tawny Rankin says, Lori, I'm right here. And this is what I do. Here we go.
And Lori kind of staying away a bit on this one so far. She's watching her distance.
Did manage to get some connections in on that exchange. Currently, Tawny with the upper hand. Very early on.
Lori was able to get some punches in, but Tawny's returning the favor.
Absolutely. Back and forth on the north side.
Lori able to get out of there, backing up. Tawny's also kind of staying on the ropes. Looks like they're both trying to catch their breath a bit. We got a tie at 15-15 with 50 seconds left.
Clinch is in on the center. The push off by Atraveda. Tawny comes back to retaliate and backs off slightly.
So it's very intense. You know, it keeps going back and forth.
And another huge exchange on the north side.
And after that big one, we've got Lori right now in the lead, 27-23, 10 seconds left. Somebody's losing some air there.
Wow. End of round 1, 28-26, as you stated. I would tell you that Lori's got an advantage right now because she's got the most points, but it's dead even all the way through. Tani Rinkin came out making a statement in the early going of the first round. This one is going to be tough. Yeah,
this is, as you stated, Tani is on fire when she comes out of a round. Pretty impressed with that. It's nice. But, Lori, I think she kind of anticipated it a bit because she was able to kind of stick with it. And she's only up by 2, but she's right there with her.
Big left hand in the corner by Tani Rinkin. Flat on her back, Lori Atravita trying to find a way back up. Does so on the 6 count. And the block goes up as Tani Rinkin tries to capitalize. A clinch and answer back with a few left hands there by Atravita. Tani saw that happen and got away quick. There's the opening, directly in the center of the ring. Atravita on the attack. Tani Rinkin says no. Answers back very quickly with those powerful jabs. And the chase is on once again. Both fighters moving around, looking for yet another opening.
15 seconds left here. Lori able to capture her after that heated exchange. Getting a clinch, trying to regain some stamina. 5 seconds to go.
Wow. End of round 2, 55-43, Atravita. Tani is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with going into these last 3 rounds. A knockdown with Lori, who did not expect that one.
It is interesting, you're seeing 2 different sides of it. Lori's leading on points right now, 55-43, but Tani does have that knockdown. If Tani's able to get Lori out for 10 seconds, then she wins. But it looks like Lori's trying to go for these punches instead.
Out very early before a second even tick down. 2 right hands by Tani Rinkin, making yet another statement. But she is in this to win it for sure. Atravita answers back with a combination that was handled very well by Tani Rinkin.
One minute left in round 3. Remember, there are 5 rounds. So we got 70-58 Lori. Ooh, Tani with a few right hooks just coming straight at her.
Showing that speed that she does possess. still neck and neck all the way through. Very slight advantage to one.
Lori's got her on the ropes. Tawny's able to get out of there. She's got her still on the ropes, though, relentlessly going after her. Three seconds left in round 3.
And another one in the books. Wow. Atrevida starting to increase that point lead. 92-69 going into the fourth.
20 seconds left of rest. 3 rounds in. This is the gold medal match, so there are 5 rounds. About to start here shortly in round 4.
Up to this point, I'm looking at the scoreboard. However, those numbers they just don't do justice to the story being told in the ring right now. It is a great fight all the way through. Still
really
determined, but
yeah, you've got, I mean, as of right now, you know, through this tournament of the grid games, these are the 2 best on the grid.
big exchange on the south side of the ring. Atrevida on the attack.
Lori getting in a quick jab there off of that clinch off. I will say it looks like Lori's been spending a lot of time on that speed bag because she is much quicker, or I'm just getting much older.
Very good fight. Another big exchange directly in the center. Tawny Rinkin.
Lori
The upper
pace-
hand on that one, but Lori got hers in as well.
Lori up 115 to 80 with 20 seconds left.
Get to your corners.
All right, everybody, we have 1 round left, round 5 of the gold medal match for the women's. Right now, Lori is up 121 to 85, but Tawny does have a knockdown. Rules, you cannot win by 3 knockdowns, but she can still win also by a 10-second count. This is where you're going to see some amazing footwork, amazing defense, and who wants it more.
Fifth and final round. Fight.
Lori with that sidestep coming straight out. Tawny ferociously just came after. And we got a little clinch going on in the middle there. Lori was able to push her off a bit. Lori's got her in the corner, but Tawny's able to just power through it. We are closing in on that final minute of the last round.
Tony putting it all on the line, trying to close that point gap as quickly as possible.
All right, we've got about 30 seconds left here. If anybody's going to make a move, this is it. Rory's up 132 to 100. Tawny with the knockdown.
And here they go. The chase is on. Atravito on the attack. Tawny Rinkin with the block up. Successful on large majority of those.
Almost feels like Lori just got stronger throughout the rounds. She's still going at it.
And the bird call goes up. Atravita once again on the attack.
And that is it. All Mike, go ahead and announce that.
You're a winner, Lori Atravita. Very well done. Gold medal is yours. Tawny Rinkin, silver medal. Incredible fight from bell to bell.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, you actually have, we got to go with Tawny. Amazing job. You did so well. You have won the silver medal. So, I mean, I can't even say enough about you. That was so good. And then, Lori, congratulations. You have now won the gold medal. The two-time gold medalist in boxing.
It really was. It was something to watch. I mean, from, like I said, from the beginning to the end, you really couldn't call it. And you guys are both extremely good fighters for sure. You got here for a reason. You earned it. And congratulations to both of you.
Hey guys, first and foremost, let's get a big round of applause for these warriors. And I did send you guys the medals. Did you guys get them? So like Titus was saying, guys, earlier, Lori is now the two-time Grid Games gold medalist, right? But not only that, she's also a 24-time world champion in the amateurs overall with 371 wins to her amateur record. I mean, this is an incredible storied career. Congratulations, Lori. And Tawny, congratulations to Tawny as well. Came in, she is also a world champion in the professionals. In the professional circuit, came in and beat the undefeated Remington that nobody, including myself, thought that she'd ever take a loss. But Tawny came in and was able to defeat Remington, make her way to the gold medal match, and came out with silver. So congrats to both of these warriors right here. And let's go ahead and get you guys on this stand right here. I don't know what that's called, but let's get you guys on there.
Yeah, Remington, come on out, and we'll get all the medalists up there, take a quick pic, and then we'll get ready with the men.
Thank you.
Back there, if you can all get ready, we'll start the men here shortly.
So are we relying on me to take this picture, guys? Because, you know, I'm not.
I got you, man. No worries.
Okay, great. Hey, Lori, Tommy, Remington, Tiptoe. Hey man, you guys rock. I was gonna say a bad word right now, but you guys rock. I'm really, really proud of all you guys for not just making it to the qualifiers, but putting on a great show. And yeah, congratulations to all of you. On that note, I'm gonna head back to my seat.
Yep. If Remington, come on out, wherever you are. So I'll make sure you're good before I take this pick. Yep. And just wanted to let everybody know that there's going to be also an O North gift for the as well. All right, so let me go ahead and we'll just wait for Lori to fix that middle real quick. We'll take this pick, and we'll be good to go. All right, perfect, perfect, Lori. Thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and take some pics now. If you got any poses, ladies, go ahead and do 'em now. Okay, we are good to go. Thank you, ladies. Amazing job, medalists, all three of you. Such a great day. Congratulations again. You deserve that. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started here with the men. Thank you, ladies. All right, everybody, here we go. We're starting the men's. Time to ready up. So just keep everybody up to date. Lori Atravita has won the gold medal for the women's. Amazing job to her. Second gold medal. Tawny has won the silver and Remington has won the bronze. We're going to start with the men now. The very first match, we'll get them ready to come on out, is going to be Josh Dalton versus Robert Vegas.
Josh Dalton and Bobby Vegas. This fight actually almost happened yesterday. Did not happen as of yet. It is another one that will be set on the reschedule list, but for sure, I'm looking forward to this. Absolutely. But I do have to mention, though, I know we're moving on to the men, but what a great, incredible final that was on the women's side. It really goes to show just how strong the women's side of Vitality and Second Life Boxing actually is, man. Those guys are good. They really are. And put on a hell of a performance today. Each and every one of them. But going in with Bobby Vegas and Josh Dalton here to start off the men, it's a big one to start off with, Titus. It really is.
It truly is. This is, I guess the tournament board knew because we shuffled it 3 times and it came to this.
Yeah.
Almost inevitable.
Another thing about the men coming out to fight, all 4 of them that have earned their way into the spot for the final this morning they're fighting out of the same gym. All of them fight out of the same gym. They all fight each other, and they all train with each other, and they all spar with each other. So,
Wow,
there's no telling what we're gonna see today.
it's very good, very good. Yeah, I do understand that there's a team over there in the league, and I believe it's Josh, Lewis, and Robert. What is interesting is that Wolverine comes in not on team in the grid games. So, and as we all know that if you medal, you get team points for the final, 3 teams get a trophy throughout the entire games. So Wolverine, he can make his mark in here, and kind of, put a dent in that point system for them.
Absolutely a complete wild card.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of intense battles going on here in the next hour. So as we see Robert coming out of the tunnel, get him ready in the ring. When you guys get in, obviously make sure your HUDs are good. Robert slipping through those ropes. Make sure your punches are good to go. Make sure your stamina is good. And, let's get ready up.
Red corner is ready. Blue corner is ready.
All right. In the men's division, boxing final at the Grid Games has begun. Block is on early for Bobby Vegas. Josh Dalton looking to increase his punch count early on. And bird calls all over.
Got a good exchange there. 30 seconds in, already into round 1. Josh is up 7-4.
And another big exchange down on the south side of the ring. Back and forth they go.
A little background again on Josh. Another competitor in here that is undefeated. Is both a pro and amateur. So we got some heavy blows going on in that toe-to-toe exchange.
Absolute relentless power on display between both of them.
And Robert throwing a few punches, but Josh was able to use his footwork and get away from those. Josh still moving. That defense, the movement.
Yeah. The clinch is on in the center of the ring. Push off by Dalton, retaliated very quickly.
3 seconds left.
Not without another answer, and we are on to round number 2. Pretty even early on, Titus. 28-24 currently. 4-point advantage by Dalton.
Yeah, Robert, he fought until that ended bell. That's where he was actually able to catch up a little bit those last few seconds. But so Josh is up 28-24. Robert's not out of it yet.
Round 2. Chase is on early. Dalton using the footwork to his advantage. And there's an exchange.
Robert takes him into the corner, but Josh pushes his way out of there.
A lot of back and forth, and it is still dead even.
37-35. 1 minute 15 left in round 2. Robert getting a jab in after that clinch. Quick to the punch.
On the attack again in the upper hand, has switched over to Bobby Vegas.
Josh is coming at him, swinging hard, and Bobby's just trying to stay out of that. 20 seconds left.
Back and forth all the way through. Robert Vegas on one knee. All the way up to the 7 count. He does manage to grab some stability there.
All right, that is round. One warning on that. Make sure you listen for sound. All right, so we got the score right now, 53-50. 15 seconds left for rest period. So we've got Josh also with a knockdown. Very close, very close. Revis, he's keeping pace pretty good, though.
definitely holding his own against the CVL champion.
Robert coming out of that gate hot like Tony did.
Another huge exchange. Man, these guys are relentless. Directly in the center of the ring, but they're getting pushed back and forth, and Dalton is flat on his back, looking up at the lights. Wow. Dead even with a knockdown.
He is
All
back
the
up
way
at
to
that
the
9 count. Wow.
63 with a minute 15 left and another knockdown.
Robert is coming out of the gates. Josh working on his defense right now.
And Robert Vegas has taken the point advantage with just under a minute left in the match.
40 seconds. Robert is up.
Clinch is on the east side and a push off. Quick jabs by Bobby Vegas.
Josh is coming in with some major power, swinging, pulling in all what he's got. 20 seconds left. $15 seconds. 84-80 Robert. 5 seconds remaining.
Wow. And Bobby Vegas takes the win by points, 80-84. Wow.
Good fight, guys. Amazing job.
Absolutely incredible fight. That is the first time Josh Dalton has lost a match at, like you said, either the amateur or the professional level.
Yeah, Robert, he came out here with a lot of power on that one. And Josh, he tried to claw his way in, and he was in the lead, but Robert would just, he was just pure putting pressure on him the entire time, and he was able to retaliate with some knockdowns, and he just made it out alive at that very end.
Absolutely. A very, very good fight. I knew it was going to be close. I didn't know it was going to be that close. That was so, it was right there. There was all the way down to the last seconds. We really didn't know for sure who was going to win that.
Yeah, that was very good. So Robert now will be fighting in the final match for the gold medal. And while we get ready for these next two fighters, go ahead and grab a drink or anything you guys might need. Our next match coming up now is going to be Lewis versus Wolverine.
Godfeller versus Wolverine. The wild card.
Let's go ahead and get them out here. Man, what are your thoughts on today so far? We've seen some impressive and things that we never thought we would see yet.
Oh yeah, as previously stated, the women put on a hell of a show. They really did. They're just so good, all of them. And I know we have them all separated, from women's and men's divisions and things like that. There are a lot of women in Vitality that can fight the men toe to toe. They really are incredible fighters up to that. And then going into the men's division with Robert Vegas against Josh Dalton, two fighters who we've been waiting to see fight each other for a long time, and here we are with the Great Games doing it. So far up to this point, yeah, it's been a good day for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick a fight with any of these boxers if I see them around the grid.
Yeah, digital boxing at its finest for sure. That's why I don't have a HUD. That's why.
That's a smart move, man. That's a smart move. You got me in your corner, though, so you're all good. All right, and we got Wolverine coming out, representing. Wolverine is a new athlete to the Grid Games. Came in, worked his way up to the top 4, and here he is on his chance to win a medal.
Giant performance at the regionals with knockouts. It was very quick knockouts at that, up against some fighters that I know to be very skilled and have seen fight quite a few times. Wolverine came out on top, earned his spot. Here he is.
You can hear me. ¿Cómo está, Wolverine? Hope he's good and ready to go. Super.
Yeah, I gotta go get a cape. No, I want a cape.
And here he comes, Lewis. Lewis has been in some big battles lately. His career is making a name of its own. You know, he's fought through some tough times, been in a belt match, still catching W's, trying to get back into that belt match.
And I'm sure we'll see him there sooner than later. Lightning Lou Gottfeller is dangerous.
He sure is. I've sparred with the guy a few times. I like it. It's very good. All right, guys. Well, here we are about to start the first match. Go ahead and put on your HUDs. Make sure you are able to punch. Make sure your stamina is good to go. And when you have all that, go ahead and log into that board.
Red corner is ready. Blue corner is ready.
All right, both fighters readied up. Here we go.
Round one. Fight.
Block on early from Wolf, who anticipated a direct attack from Gottfeller.
All right, and got Wolverine throwing out some jabs. Lou was able to go ahead and move away from those.
And the attack is on in the southeast corner. There's an exchange in the center of the ring. And the bird call early on. Godfeller stumbling back directly to the corner. Attack on by Wolf. A lot of punches being thrown, but not many connections. There's a few. On one knee. Wolverine. Didn't see that one coming.
He gets up at the 7 count. Wow. Five seconds left. Lewis up 14-12 and a knockdown.
Early on, there was a lot of footwork on display. Not too many punches thrown. It seems like they're feeling each other out, and neither one wants to take the initial attack, looking for that opening.
Oh, 100%. They were definitely feeling each other out for probably that first minute, trying to, make sure they got in at the right time, not mess up. I do sense a little nerves out there, but, they'll catch on, and obviously Lewis was able to catch that counter quickly. So we'll start round 2 here.
And another bird call with a direct power from Wolf. Huge right hand.
Some strong exchanges going on there. Lewis' defense is, it's gotten so much better from when I used to watch him, and you just see him growing as a boxer, and that's why he's so talented.
Also, he knows how Wolverine earned his spot to get into this final. It wasn't exactly by finesse. There was a lot of power involved with that. You make a mistake up close, you might end up on the mat.
And we've got Wolverine up 24-23 right now.
Adding to that punch count. Godfeller stepping back after getting shaken just a bit more. And another knockdown by Godfeller, who found an opening, took his shot.
7, 8. Fighters, get to your corners.
So we're moving around 3. Wolverine up 34 to Godfeller's 25 points, round 3. It's all on the line now. Out early, quick jabs by Godfeller, making the connections. Directly in the center of the ring, and answer back by Wolverine.
All right. With a minute left, almost about, in this final round, we've got Wolverine up 44-36. Lewis does have 2 knockdowns.
Which means one more will give him the win, while Wolverine has to win by points or a knockout for sure. And it's coming down, just under a minute left, and the exchange goes in the northwest corner before they back off just slightly, and the chase is on.
.35 seconds left. Wolverine up 49-38.
Fifteen seconds. Godfeller trying to get through that block. Wolverine's got it on tight. And your winner by points, Wolverine, will be moving on to the men's boxing final.
Wow, what a stunning approach. You know, Wolverine kept pace, and he was just outpacing Lewis a bit on that one. You know, it was really close. Lewis came in with those knockdowns, but, you know, in amateur, this is where it counts the most, is your total punches. So Wolverine goes 49-43.
Very good fight. And it looks like it's going to be Dalton and Godfeller for the bronze medal.
Yep. So we'll go ahead and get Lewis back out here, and we'll get Josh Dalton out here. And they will now be competing for bronze.
And this is a matchup that we saw not that long ago in a title fight. It is the title fight that got Josh Dalton his belt, his current belt. Another very close one.
All right, so while the fighters get ready, we are into our last 2 matches for boxing in the grid games. Then there's already other sports starting up, but this is where we are at right now, and we've got 2 matches left.
And Lou, if we can go ahead and relog, there seems to be some issues with complexity or not being seen. If you don't mind relogging, I've been asked to relay the message.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, man.
And Josh, just want to make sure you're all good. Everything good on your end? Not sure if you can hear me. Looks like he's good. Okay, cool.
I think that might have fixed it, Lou.
I hope
As soon as we get the okay. Okay, all good. Yeah, for some reason it was coming up where some people could see, some people couldn't. But that relog didn't seem to clear it up. On your go, Titus, we can ready up.
All right, guys, go ahead and make sure your HUD is good. Make sure you're at 100%.
Dalton does not let up, but does put the block on.
He takes a good, strong lead. 50 seconds left. He's up. Josh Dalton's up 15-8.
Yeah, it was you and I that called that title match, along with Jackie.
That's right, yeah. It was around when I was pretty much in my first few months of retirement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a good time. Still a great time. Three seconds left. Lewis getting some body shots in. Josh with some blocks, getting some hits himself. End of round one, guys. End of round one. Go ahead and take a seat. All right, so round one was in 19-10, Josh Dalton. All right, go ahead, guys. Take a little extra rest real quick. We're going to check something real fast.
It's always it seems to happen with these guys when they get together for a fight. It's
Yeah, we worked
definitely
through it.
interesting every time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We're, obviously Vitality's still going through those beta phases still. Little hiccups here and there, but we'll fix this up real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're probably going to restart this match. So we'll take a little quick break here and get ready for that bronze medal while we fix it up a little bit. And get started shortly. So a little quick break. Two more matches left. This is the bronze, and then we have the gold medal, and the boxing will be complete for the grid games. almost set, everybody. We're just cleaning up a couple things and we'll be ready to go.
Fighters, get to your corners.
All right, I'm being told round 2 should be starting very shortly. It doesn't look like they're going to start, so.
All right, guys.
Get ready. Round 2 is beginning.
We're just going to pick up right where we left off. Here we go. Round 2 starting now.
All right, out in a hurry, both of them.
Okay. Well, after that little intermission, we have 28-13 Josh Dalton. Round 2, 40 seconds in. So this is for the bronze medal. It'll be 3 rounds.
All right, Lou, utilizing that block after a series of fierce exchanges going around the ring. Score now 39-20. Dalton. And not holding back at all. Attacking on the east side. Godfeller on the back foot. As they go into the chase once again. And there's the round.
All right, so we've got the end of round 2 complete. We've got Josh up 46-21. One more round to go for the bronze medal. So, guys, let it all out.
Crazy circumstances each and every time these two get together.
Yeah, this is definitely built up to a fun rivalry we got over here. Because we do see them go against each other a good amount.
Third and final round.
All right, here we go.
Some great slip moves by both of them.
All on the line, 46-21 Dalton. Not on the defense at all. Dalton in for the attack on his back. Luke Feller looking for a way back up.
And Lewis got back up at 5.
And brings the fight straight to Dalton, who answers back with a right-left combination that puts Dalton puts Lou right back down. Wow.
1 minute left in round 3. Josh up 62-25 with 2 knockdowns.
And TKO, Josh Mad Dog Dalton is your bronze medal winner.
What a great fight. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Amazing job, guys. Amazing job. Josh takes home that bronze medal. Lewis fought his way. Resilient effort. Amazing fight. Amazing fight.
Yeah, tough one due to circumstances, but both of them, hell of a job for sure.
That's right. So we've got our last and final match. The gold medal match for the men. It's going to be Robert Bobby Vegas versus Wolverine.
Robert Bobby Vegas. He hates that name. He really does.
Well, it's streaming now, baby. It's streaming now. All right. Gentlemen, go ahead and ready up and make your way to the ring. We'll get ready with you all shortly.
Okay, a 5-round fight. Wolverine. I don't know if Wolverine's gone a 5-round fight before. I'm not sure. Certainly, a lot of power. I don't know how the stats will hold up through 5 rounds if it does to go that far. One thing's for sure. Bobby Vegas is going to try and make it. Gold or silver on the line.
This is for just as known as the best on the grid at this time. You know, we've seen past last season we had Savage. He was best on the grid. Went through a gauntlet.
Yeah.
You know, the year before it was myself. So now we've got there's going to be a new champion this time. And you will say you are the best on the grid for at least the next 6
bragging
years.
rights. Ultimate bragging rights for at least a year.
And then we got Wolverine here. Here he is. Entering the ring. We got a little thing going on here. Wolverine coming in as no team. Is he gonna, you know, he's got a 50-50 shot here right now at taking home a gold medal.
Absolutely. And we stated before, coming in, an absolute wild card. There's just no way of predicting how it could go.
It really is.
Done so well in the regionals and through the finals now, too.
Looks like both men are, you know, wearing their custom grid game gloves. Congrats to them.
Big combination early on. Down on the south side, relentless. Bobby Vegas taking the fight to Wolverine, who is now on his back looking up, trying to find yet again some stability. Did not expect that one.
Wolverine came in toe-to-toe, and, you know, Robert, he withstood it and said, I'll go right back with you. 18-5, 1 minute left in round one. Bobby Vegas up 18, got a knockdown. Great job. Wolverine, you know, don't count him out yet, though. He crept back into his last match and won it.
Yes, he did. And Vegas is down on one knee.
6, 7, 8.
He is back up at the 8 count. This may not even go 5 rounds. That's the way.
Vegas is going to try and make it. Wolverine is showing that power.
He got stunned. He definitely got stunned.
Fighters, get to your corners.
Wow. 32-27. What do you think, Titus? I mean, we had no idea how it was going to play out. Going through the first round, the pace is changing. You know, the score obviously 32-27, but the pace between the two seems to be fluctuating.
It is. It's kind of like a roller coaster right now. It keeps going back and forth, back and forth. I will say, you know, in these big events, the littlest things matter. So, you know, you got to fight until that bell rings. If you don't, those are seconds that you could be losing off.
And once again, right after the bell, toe-to-toe, toward the center, back and forth exchanges. So many connections.
This is straight speed right here. These guys got an absurd amount of stamina. They're at the peak of their game right now. They're fast. They're hungry.
Not holding back, laying it all out.
A little over 40 seconds in. We've got Robert Bobby Vegas up 49-35. Knockdown on each side, though. A little tie-up over there on the ropes to come right back at it.
On again in the push-off. Direct connections by both fighters.
Wolverine is hunting right now.
Oh, wow. Robert Vegas down. Once again, looking up at the lights. 8 count.
He
Does
is
find
back.
a way up. Whoa.
And keep in mind, everybody, that this is an amateur event. So basically what it is you have to win on total punches. And because it is the final match, TKO does not count. So you gotta knock them out the full 10 seconds or win in punches. So with that being said, Robert Bobby Vegas is still in the lead, 58-49.
Wolverine chasing him around right now. Round.
All right, guys, 59-57. Wolverine down by 2. He also has 2 knockdowns. Robert has 1. Wow.
Titus, that was 2 rounds, man. That seemed like it was an entire match right there. That was crazy.
Yeah, this is very close. Wolverine is not backing down. He's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of stamina, but Robert's got some speed on him and some crazy stamina, so they're going toe-to-toe.
Currently a very even fight, aside from the knockdowns. And the exchange invite is brought from Bobby Vegas straight to the jaw of Wolverine. Throws the block up. Bird call.
Wolverine countering. And Robert with a very strategic clinch on that one. Looks like both guys are gaining back a little energy on after that exchange. 70-70 right now. Round 3. Little over a minute left.
The footwork of Robert Vegas on display here. Trying to find an opening. And a big right hand from Wolverine. Sets off a flurry of punches in the southeast corner. Looking for a way out, and Robert goes down again. 3 times. 8 count. Does make it up.
And he's back up. Robert getting a clinch in. Wolverine comes right back at him.
Still almost dead even on points.
15 seconds left in round 3.
Big exchange to grab some extra points toward the end of the round. Well done, gentlemen. And as we go into the 4th round, like I said, Titus, I'm not sure Wolverine has ever gone this many.
Well, first time for everything, I guess. So, so we got, Wolverine, he's in,
like I said, hats off to Bobby Vegas for taking is the distance on this one. It's incredible. 85-88. Wolverine.
This match is definitely all about timing and inches. Every inch counts.
Bobby Vegas on the mat again. Still the score, keeping it even, as even as he can.
In total punches, he's only down by 3. So he's down again.
6, 7, 8.
Wow.
He's got to change his tactic here.
The score is so close, and Robert Vegas is taking a beating at the moment. The relentless power of Wolverine.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Down again. 8 count.
8 count again.
I will tell you that Robert Vegas has a heart, man. He's his heart is so strong. 6 knockdowns, still only down by 4 total punches, and still up.
He will not give up until he's told it's over, that is for sure. So close on that point count. Triple digits for both fighters. 15 seconds left in the round. Big uppercut there toward the end.
2 seconds left. 1.
Oh, what do you make of that score, Titus?
So after that full action-packed round, after I said you gotta fight to the bell, they truly did, because every punch counted. Right now, Wolverine is in the lead, technically because of knockdowns, but it's tied at total punches 105. So it's still anyone's game, because one punch more, then Robert will win.
This is insane. This is an incredible final for sure. One punch more, Robert wins. But like you said, the knockdowns. It's so close, all the way down to the wire.
5th and final round. Fight.
Here we go. This one determines it.
They're sticking to the ropes. Robert swings him out into the middle of the ring. Makes a maneuver and into the ropes, backs up. Wolverine's chasing.
Relentless. Wolverine goes down.
4, 5,
On his back.
7.
Does find a way up on the 7 count.
Back up at 7. Robert's right back at him. Wolverine was able to withstand that power through. Robert up 121-18.
With 1 minute left in the match in the tournament. And on the attack, Robert Vegas takes Wolverine down once again.
4, 5, 6, 7.
He is back
9
up at 7.
knockdowns in the fight.
30 seconds left.
Clinch is on directly in the center. Oh, wow. The bird call had Vegas stumbled, and Wolverine capitalized with several connections there. Bobby Vegas on his back once again.
He's gotta get up. He's gotta get up.
He does! On the 8 count, Robert Vegas finds a way to his feet.
He clinches for the last 2 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen. Whoa!
Robert Vegas has come back.
Vegas takes the win and the gold medal in an incredible 5-round fight at the Grid Games. Whoa! Titus, that was amazing.
And that, my friends, is the end of the 2025 Summer Grid Games. What an amazing end to this whole thing. Robert Vegas gets knocked down 7 times, Heart of Gold, withstands every minute of it, and wins in the last second.
Wolverine, silver medal today. A massive performance. It was neck and neck all the way through. 5 rounds for what I'm deeming the first time. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters. I'm looking forward to seeing more Wolverine going, as we go in the future. That was incredible. We'll be talking about that for a while. Well done, gentlemen.
All right, everybody. We'll go ahead and get the medalists out here. Robert Vegas, please stand on the gold Wolverine. The silver, I don't know how to say that in Spanish, dos. And then, Josh, let's get you out here for your bronze, man.
I think Wolverine just started a new style as well.
For real, Wolverine is a cool style, man. I like that. I like that cloak.
Oh, it's a cloak. I was calling it a cape. Cloak sounds cooler. Let's go get cloaks, Titus.
The first thought was Harry Potter.
What a great tournament.
All right, guys.